Now, people judge arguments on other criteria other than rational acceptability. And let me start off by telling you our goal is to figure out how to think logically. That is, how to think in a way that's rationally acceptable. These other criteria are criteria certainly used when we study literature, when we study various other things, when we learn how to sell, how to advertise, how to convince people, but they don't have anything to do with thinking logically with rational acceptability. I just want to say that when we start. But the two that we're going to be, or the first of the two that we're going to be talking about, is linguistic merit. Now, what's linguistic merit? Well, if you think about it, Shakespeare's plays have tremendous linguistic merit. A lot of poetry has linguistic merit. People write poems about war, makes people against war or in favor of certain other things, and people decide that they're in favor of these things or opposed to it. But notice what linguistic merit is. Here you might say it's as a result something has linguistic merit because of combination of grammar, syntax, style. It could be concise. It could have really impressive vocabulary, and it could follow all the rules of language. So it can be linguistically, an argument can have a lot of linguistic merit, but no rational acceptability whatsoever. And remember, when an inference is put into words, there has to be some threshold level of linguistic merit. If you're giving a guy an argument, it's got to be understandable in English and spoke clearly stated. But it doesn't have to be beautiful language using very impressive vocabulary. That is, the linguistic merit that an argument needs to be rationally acceptable is really pretty low. That is, what we think of linguistic merit, what a person who studies literature thinks about linguistic merit, it makes no difference whatsoever to whether the argument that a person is giving is rationally acceptable or not.